right. Let's get to work. So this is the DXY. This is the other currency. I'm showing y'all guys the other currency setup that I was interested in, which is the Euro USD. This here is the DXY, the United States dollar, and I like to correlate the currency pairs. I like to look at the main currency, which is the United States dollar, before I look at any major pairs that's paired with the US dollar, to give me an overall feel of how the market could potentially move. Just an added bonus to when you analyze a major pair, you look at the US dollar and get an understanding of what the dollar is doing before you place your analysis on the other pair. So right now, the US dollar, right, this is the weekly chart, right? As you can see, the W that represents the weekly. This is the DXY on the weekly. We see the major break, right? We see this major break happening. We see this major break happening right here, right? On the weekly. See this major break happening on the weekly, right? That's indicating that the market is still selling on the weekly, okay? That's indicating that the market is still selling on the weekly. So what it does, it gives us this high range and this low range for selling on the weekly. We see that the market has created trend. The market is counter trending back up into the sell range. We see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We see a 5 wave happening right here within this range, and it comes up to this consolidation area where it's high volume, and from this area the market reacts and begins to sell down. Okay, follow me, stay with me. In this zone here, right, the last zone on the weekly, let's go to the daily. So we see that the weekly is bearish. The daily is, let's go down here, turning over and showing signs of counter trending, showing signs of bullish, right? Why? Because the last structure on the daily was this area here. We see that we have a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Let me show you again. You see that the market gives us a low, a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, indicating that the market is selling. This is the last range. This is the last market movement within the daily, and the market is selling. And from this area, we create a low. The market creates a low. We see that the market ended up coming up, breaking the previous low, indicating that the market wants to buy, right? Indicating that the market wants to buy. In order for the daily to be moving, in order for the daily to be selling, we want to see the lows in the immediate market being broken and the market beginning to sell off. But right now on the daily, we see that we have this internal break right here happening, choking on the daily. So we drop down to the 4 hour, right? We drop down to the 4 hour, and this is where I created my zone. So the last on the daily, this is that daily high. This is the 4 hour. So we see that the market did break this major structure here. The market pulled up, choked, pushed down, pushed back up, and broke structure again. So the market is beginning to trend buy on the 4 hour. The market is buying, is trending in a buy position on the 4 hour, right? The market is buying off on the 4 hour. We see the choke plus the breaker structure creating this demand zone right here. And you can, as you can see, I got a 4 hour demand zone here. This is all marked up from last week, guys. This is all marked up from last week. I created this zone last week. The market ended up coming to this area, giving us a strong reaction that we was anticipating, and the market is beginning to buy. Let's go to the 1 hour. So this is the DXY on the 1 hour. We see that this little area here, this consolidation area here, it was broken. And we see this area here, it was broken. So the market on the 1 hour is turning over bullish too. So the question is, where can we look to get a reaction to take a position in the market? We're on the 1 hour. I'm looking at this zone here specifically, guys. This is the 1 hour time frame. I'm looking at this zone here specifically to get a reaction, to get a bull reaction from. This is what I'm anticipating could happen on this 1 hour. The market could come to this zone, anywhere within the zone, and give us a push out of the zone. Right? We're looking for the market to come to this zone and give us a push out of the zone. Now, I'm going to leave this here for visual purposes. So later on, we'll see if the market came to this zone and gave us a push. Keep in mind that we also have a lower zone, right? Keep in mind that we also have a lower zone, which is here, right? The market could also come down to this level to give us the reaction. But whatever level we're looking for, whatever level we're looking for, right? Whatever we're looking for, we're just looking to see the market react from this liquidity block or this base right here. And from that, we're going to decide what we're going to do with the major pair. Unless you're trading futures, unless you're trading the DXY, and you can trade the DXY. But me specifically, I'm using the DXY as a tool to piggyback off what I'm looking for here on the Euro USD. This is the Euro USD. On the daily, on the DXY, we was looking for the market to push up for a buy position. So on the Euro USD, we're looking for the opposite. We're looking for that sell opportunity on the Euro USD. We're looking for the sell opportunity. Guys, this is the area that I'm anticipating a reaction from on Euro USD. This is the 1188.2 zone, right? Anywhere within this zone, within this area, I am looking for a reaction from this zone. Keep in mind that we do have a higher zone, right? We do have a higher zone, the same way we do on the DXY. We do have a higher zone that the market could potentially push up and give us a reaction from the zone. So we're not trading the zone, we're trading the reaction from the zone. So if the market does pull up on Euro USD and give us price reaction that we're looking for, that indicates that the market is ready to sell on a lower time frame. We're going to then take this market from this area to the downside. Bam. That's what we're looking for. This is the Euro USD. This is the weekly analysis on Euro USD. We are looking for a sell opportunity. If the market come to this zone, give us any type of price pattern for indicating that the market is ready to sell, we're going to take the sell. If the market violates this zone, comes up a little higher to this liquidity block, we're going to look for the same thing, a price pattern indicating on a lower time frame that the market is ready to sell, and position ourselves for a sell in the market. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Let's get it.